Valfaris is really fucking cool. The game came out in 2019 and is the second game from developer Steel Mantis, who previously brought us Slain Back from Hell. Both of these games feature awesome pixel art and heavy metal soundtracks. They build on the sort of gameplay you'd find in a side-scrolling, arcade-style action platformer like Rastan or Turrican, and are generally just kick-ass games. I want to focus on Valfaris because it's the one that I've spent the most time with, but I'll cover Slain eventually as well. Valfaris has the player take on the role of Therion, a consummate badass who has recently returned to his home planet of Valfaris, only to find it in ruins. You're on a quest to figure out what went wrong, and you'll be killing a whole lot of stuff the whole way through. You have access to 3 weapon types, with your main weapon being a gun that has unlimited ammo, a melee weapon for close combat, and a special weapon that has limited ammunition. You also have a shield, which can be used to block or parry attacks. The meter that dictates how much ammo you have in your special weapon is also linked to your shield, and you can refill this meter by using your sword. I want to note that even though this game does have a parry available, it doesn't feel at all like some of the Dark Souls-inspired action platformers that have come out in recent years. Generally, the game feels pretty old school, but in the most refined way possible. Valfaris is a fairly difficult game, but it has a unique system where you can find these resurrection idols, which can be cashed in to activate checkpoints. These checkpoints are always placed very well, and it gives the game an interesting sort of arcade-style pacing where you're kind of completing a bunch of mini-challenges within each level. You can use these resurrection idols at every checkpoint, or keep them and wait until you can cash them in for upgrade points. Every weapon that you have can be upgraded up to 4 times, and you'll be finding a lot of different weapons throughout the game. Each one feels unique, and generally is going to be especially well suited for the section of gameplay that will occur right after you pick it up. This is something that really benefits the pacing of the game, because it's constantly pushing you to switch up your strategy by using these new weapons, and sometimes it throws in a few surprises, like this giant mech section. The sound is awesome in this game, with meaty, satisfying sound effects, and a very fitting metal soundtrack that I think actually rocks, and doesn't feel at all like the sort of fake butt metal that you find in some video games. The graphics just look amazing to me. Every single screen in the game is pulsing with life and movement. I regularly found myself stopping after battles just to take it all in. There is clearly so much attention to detail in this game, and it really pays off. It can be frustratingly difficult at times, but with enough patience and focus, you'll find yourself progressing through the game just fine. Valfaris feels like the platonic ideal of a 90s action platformer that we never got. It has everything that I love about an old-school action game, but it's vibrant and creative enough to feel totally fresh at the same time. Definitely do not miss out on this one.